Hey guys, welcome back to the Kingdom Bible Reviews. I have got something very different for you in this review. And as you can see in front of me, I have the Modern English Version personal size large print Bible. Yes, that is another translation that I will be diving into. Now, I'm not going to get into, all the intricacies between the Modern English Version and the New King James and the King James and NLT and NIV and all that stuff. There's a lot smarter people out there that can go over all of that with you. This is just my review of a Bible in a translation that has been I've been very curious about it. And I learned about it a few years ago, and I really never purchased a copy of it, mostly because I couldn't find them. They just are, it's just not a very popular translation. There's obviously a core group of people that are big fans of it, but overall, there's only one company that actually publishes it, which is Passio, and the mevbible.com. It hasn't caught fire yet. And there's a few reasons for it. Maybe they're trying to be very bold with the new translation. They're literally calling this the King James Bible, just an updated translation of it. So I stay in the textus receptus. I'm not one of those people that think your salvation is only through reading the King James or anything like that. Far from it. I just prefer textus receptus. So I'll read from the King James and I'll read from the New King James, and that's kind of my comfort zone. It's where I learned about the Bible, where I really fell in love with the Bible, was in those manuscripts, the textus receptus. So when I heard of this Modern English Version, which was another option a few years ago, I was very excited. I just couldn't find it, and I went online, and they said they were updating it and whatnot. It kind of just left my mind, and I just kind of chalked it up as a project that never really took off. But recently I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, so I go on Amazon and find this thing for like $20. Like this is crazy affordable. So I was intrigued, and I was like, let me buy it and just dive into it and give you guys kind of a review and a first-hand look at this new Modern English Version. This is updated. This is the 2024. So apparently they came up with this about 10 years ago, and there was some errors in it and whatnot. So they've updated it. So the majority of it has been, clean of errors, and there's no spelling mistakes. Yeah, so anyways, this is the new version of it, and I was really excited to get it. So it's not an unboxing. I've messed around with it for a few days. I've read a couple of my devotionals in this version, so I just wanted to kind of show it to you guys and show you what you get for a very, very affordable price. Now, whether or not you're a fan of the Modern English Version, to be honest, I can't even tell you if I am yet. I haven't read it enough, but I am intrigued. I'm very curious how this compares to the New King James and the King James as well. So let's dive in. It is in the cherry brown, and I'll give you guys the ISBN there. And you can get this again. I got it on Amazon, super cheap. It was like $20 or something. And I'll show the slipcase because it is a slipcase, and I'll show you the Bible after. Praise for the Modern English Version. A bunch of testimonials there, and then the beauty of the past with clarity for today. And you can see the most modern translation produced in the King James tradition in over 30 years. So they're saying that this is updated from even the New King James. They use the King James, but they're saying the 30 years ago was the New King James. Anyways, yeah. So just bound in a beautiful soft touch cover. The Bible features page edges that are gilded in rich rose gold foil, and includes a satin ribbon marker for daily reading, to make daily reading easier. So this is the MEV. Again, it comes in a slipcase. Take it out here. Throw that to the side. It is, they call it cherry brown. You can see it's kind of, I don't know if the camera's really picking it up, but this is, first of all, let me tell you this. This is the perfect size Bible. I do not know why more Bible publishers don't make this. This is perfect. I can't stress to you how awesome this feels in the hand. It's really, really good. This is leather soft or soft touch, whatever. You know, they got the Holy Bible in kind of this embossed kind of cover on the front. And I heard some reviews that this stuff, the gold stamping on the spine here comes off very easily. It hasn't yet for me. I've kind of, a couple of days now I've been reading from it, and it doesn't seem to be rubbing off now. Maybe I got a really good copy, not sure, but not a huge deal. Again, it's $20, but you get this kind of nice spine, gold gilding, and the embossing goes all the way around. The ISBN is at the bottom. But yeah, so, sorry, let me show you the brown kind of tailband. It's got the one ribbon marker and this roll gold, they called it rose gold foil gilding. Pretty good, you know. It's again $20, so you know you're not going to get a premium Bible here, but it just, the size of it, I love it. So yeah, this is what I was saying. I don't know why more Bible publishers don't understand how awesome this size is for people. It's the perfect size. This is a large print, and you'll see it's a very nice font. But this size is just great. It's wonderful. Maybe I should do a quick quick measurement to show you guys. It's like 5.5 by just under 9, so like 8 3/4, and an inch and not even an inch and a half. It's just the perfect size, absolutely perfect size. So I'm a fan of this size. If I could get all my Bibles in this size, oh, anyways, let's open it up and have a look. So it's again a $20 Bible. This is not going to be superior construction at all. It doesn't even say it's a lay flat. It's got the paste down. The edge work is not bad though. Like, to be honest, that's, you know, for $20, the edge work is pretty good. They definitely stuck it down nice. But just a paper liner, a couple of cardstocks. I noticed this too when I opened it. I don't know if you can see it there, but it looks like it's got sewing in it. So there you go. $20. Can't complain. Presentation page. This is like a glossy, thick paper at the start. You got your title page here, and then you get into it. Personal size, MEV, modern English version. The paper, I'm not sure what it is. It's not horrible. It's thin. You know, maybe 28 to 30 GSM, I'm guessing, but it turns pretty good. The pages do stick a lot, you know, just because of this gold foil, not gold, rose gold foil, excuse me. But overall, I'm not going to be writing in this. You'll see there's barely any margin space, but it's not bad. There's see-through kind of in these introductory pages, but I noticed once I got into the text, I guess it's line matched. It's just, you don't really see any see-through once you're in the text, but at the start, there's lots of see-through, and it'll pick it up pretty good here on the camera. So here is the fun details, published by Charisma Media. So I thought it was Passio. I guess not. It's Charisma Media House now. Printed in China, and this is, I guess, the third version of this, and third printing of it, and 2024. So MEV. Here's your contents, dedication and preface, the translation committee, and then the Bible. There's a concordance too. It's like 129 pages, 129 page concordance, but other than that, there's no maps, there's nothing fancy, there's no cross references. It's just the text, and then these few articles at the beginning here. So they've kind of created the dedication and preface kind of in one. It explains about the translation, but also they dedicated this to Queen Elizabeth, which she's passed away. So maybe they're going to do it for King Charles. I don't know. Who knows? Not sure how all that works out. That's political stuff, man. I don't know about all that. They dedicated it to Queen Elizabeth as an update to the King James, which is interesting. So just a little bit about the translation, the preface to it, kind of how they came up with it, and and then they give some examples here from the Tyndale Bible and the 1611, and then see here they kind of keep going and keep talking about it in the New King James, and then they'll show the same verse in the MEV. So interesting just to see how it reads compared to verse by verse with all these different TR translations. And here is the page of the translation committee. I guess these guys are they got the PhDs and the MDivs, and they're theologically sound, I suppose. I don't know anything about the translation committee, but if you do need to know who's who, these are the people in charge of the MEV. And then you get into the text. And it does have an introduction to each book, and you'll see if you can see here, there's definitely show through. It is picking it up more on this video, but it is there, just to let you know that it is there. After that, after these introductory pages into each chapter, you kind of get rid of it. It's pretty much line matched, and you don't really notice it when you're reading it. But just note, this is someone's opinion. Excuse me. This is not scripture, so you might not agree with everything that's said in these introductory chapter kind of blurbs. So just to keep that in mind. But so far I've read a bunch of them, and they I have no big issue with it at all, but excuse me, choking here. So as you can see here, it is not verse by verse. It's kind of paragraph format, and it does kind of have these poetic settings per se that you see in the New King James, which I thought was interesting. So as you can see in this, it's pretty much line matched. There is some ghosting, but you really don't see it when you are reading it. So myself, this weekend, I was doing some devotional reading in 2 Chronicles. And so this was kind of my first taste of the translation. It read really well. And it's using the same manuscripts that are in the King James, so it feels like home, I'm guessing would be the way I'd say it. But it read really clear. No, the these and thous are not there, for better or for worse, whatever you may think of that. But for me, it read really well. I did enjoy my reading in 2 Chronicles, and I'll just kind of give you guys a look. You can see it's still, the pages are still stuck together, but in Psalms it has the poetic setting, like I said. So I was reading some Psalms as well. Obviously, being a fan of the King James, I love the poetic feel of the language of Psalms in the King James. This is okay too, though. Psalm 23 reads like that. Very New King James-ish as well. So nothing that feels too out of the ordinary. Yeah, I enjoyed that. And then I also was doing some reading back in, I think it was 1 Corinthians or 2 Corinthians. Again, it read just, it felt like home. And I know that's kind of a weird thing to say as it is a new translation, but it did feel like a King James reading or a New King James reading. And as you can see there's spoiler alert too. I'm in 1 Corinthians here, and you can see some red letter. So it is a red letter. Apparently some of the people that reviewed the first version of this said that the red was really, really bright. This is not bright. This is a good red. It's a darker red, and it looks the same from Matthew all the way to Revelation. The same type of red, nothing too crazy like that. Easy on the eyes, really easy to read. And as you can see, it's the poetic setting as well. You'll also notice here, so there is no references, there's no cross references, no real study notes, but you'll notice here that where this is, Luke 11 here, you'll see Matthew, Jesus and Beelzebub, you'll have the references for the other gospel that'll have it, Mark and Matthew as well. So that's cool. That's a little help. But other than that, nothing, no cross references. It is paragraph format, not verse by verse. I did not find that to be too burdensome because the numbers of each chapter are black that go on the red, which I really like. I love that. Anyways, as you can see, no margin space really. I have not taken a pen to this, or a pencil, or a marker or highlighter, so not sure how it would take. Again, I probably won't be writing this. This will be more of a reader. I think that's kind of what they've designed the MEV for. But yeah, so yeah, they're really interesting translation. Again, I can't tell you if I'm a fan of it or not because I've only spent a couple of days in it, but so far it was enjoyable. Like I said, felt like home. And I'll just show you here the concordance, because after Revelation, and of course I can't turn this page. There we go. Revelation 22. Come on. Now, I'm telling you guys how easy the pages are to turn. I didn't say that. They're not. They're thin. Like, again, this is not a very expensive Bible, so the paper is, it's okay. The end of it here, you go right to the concordance. No real blank spaces at all. And like I said, I think 129 page concordance, so decent sized concordance. After that, you get a couple of blank sheets of paper, and then the cardstock. What I did notice too is that this isn't the beginning of the Bible has the glossy cardstock. The back here, if you did want to write on it, this is pretty decent cardstock. It's not flimsy at all. You get probably, I don't know, 10 pages at the back, maybe 7 pages, and then the paste down at the rear of the Bible as well. So this is the MEV again, $20, and I think I would love to see different covers for this. I love the size of this, and I know that that's kind of an issue when it's just like one person publishing, one company publishing this. I'm not sure what the future will bring. If they sell a lot of these, maybe that opens up to other companies taking the MEV on board and creating new covers and new designs, and maybe a wide margin or a leather cover, who knows. But I think they need to sell these. They need to really sell these units to kind of judge if they're going to keep going with different covers and stuff. But overall, I mean, this is $20. This is a really interesting project. I've definitely done a lot of looking into it since I purchased this, and I'm really fascinated with the idea behind it. It is, again, $20. So I've enjoyed the experience so far, and I think if you want to kind of stay in that Textus Receptus family, take a look at the MEV. Just, it doesn't have to be your main translation. I know some people and some raving fans of it, that is their translation of choice. But for me, I just love the idea of it. An updated Textus Receptus Bible that maybe makes it more accessible to people that have concerns about the ancient language of the TR. So thank you guys for watching. What is your thoughts on the Modern English Version? Have you read it? Do you find it in the same family of manuscripts? Does it feel like home for you? I'd love to hear your comments.